So during the winter break, I traveled to Houston, Texas for a program, and I took videos and pictures, and I decided to combine them into one video. So here we go. So long story short, I left my home at about 3 a.m. and went to the airport on a Wednesday morning. And then I went through security, went through check-in, and then I got on board the plane. So I traveled with United Airlines and I had a window seat, which was great. We set off at about 5 a.m. The view from up there was spectacular. So I watched the sunrise through the clouds and it was so beautiful to see. So it was really bright above the clouds, but it turned out to be pretty cloudy when we landed in Texas at about 8 a.m. Houston time. And then I had to locate my luggage, which was a bit of a problem. I had to go up and down the airport looking for my bag. But eventually I found it. Yay! So I went out of the airport to the metro bus station and I waited for about 30 minutes and the bus came. I got on the bus and then I was on the bus for about 1 hour 30 minutes to my Airbnb location because the bus ride was just $1 and I didn't want to pay about $30 for an Uber ride. So I got to my Airbnb neighborhood and then to my Airbnb room. You might be wondering why there are 2 beds in the room. Because I was going to pay the same price for a room with a single bed, so I decided to pay for 2 beds. So I took a quick nap and then I got onto a train and just roamed through the streets of downtown Houston, just watching stuff, looking about, and just touring the place. So I got to the central part of Houston, which was the location of my convention, which was specifically at the George R. Brown Convention Center. And the place was so lively and bubbly, well lit. There were a lot of people around because it was the holiday season. People were going up and down. There were people performing all kinds of things on the streets. There were tables to sit and chat, places to eat. And also the weather was warm and beautiful, so it was just a nice place to just walk about. And they had much taller buildings than they have here in Arizona, so it was a nice view to have, to just walk about, enjoy the beautiful weather, and also see the nice lights. So I went to the location of my program. The program is called GYC, which is Generation Youth for Christ, and it's an Adventist youth program which is organized every year here in the US. And then for 2021, it was organized in Houston, Texas, and I had always wanted to be a part of it, so I was so pumped to join, and I enjoyed every bit of it. We had prayer rooms, we had Bible discussions, we had socialization events, we had exhibits, We had teachers and preachers, and it was a very good way to end 2021. So after the program, which lasted for 4 days, I also went about the town walking at parks, taking pictures, videos, just touring the place. And I took pictures of the buildings. As I said, we don't really have such tall buildings here in Arizona, so I took pictures and some videos. So at the end of everything, I went to Uptown Houston to visit a friend, Erica. Hi, Erica. And once again, I sat in a bus for about 1 hour 30 minutes to the place. So I got to the place. I spent a night there at Erica's place. I didn't really take videos and pictures of that, but on a Monday night, I drove to the airport for my flight back to Arizona. So the flight was at about 11 p.m. on a Monday, and we set off. Once again, I loved the view from up there. I think I prefer traveling in the night from now on. And then we landed in Arizona at about 12 a.m. on a Tuesday morning. So that's the end of the video and the beginning of many more trips to come. I hope you enjoyed it. See ya.